Welcome back to our 2 Minute Tuesdays with Trish and Pastor Dave.
But you can't tell who's who.
I don't know.
2 minute two.
In Matthew 17, the disciples repeat the Jewish tradition that Elijah has to return before the fulfillment. Elijah has just appeared on the mountain with Jesus, but John the Baptist is also called Elijah. What's going on here? Who is Elijah? Can you help me make sense of all of this? That's from Tyler.
Hi, Tyler. I mean, that's a 2 minutes. That's a intricate pretzel of a question. That's okay. I get what Tyler's referencing is in the traditional faith, Jewish faith. Even on Passover now, you're supposed to leave the Elijah seat. Elijah, the prophet, who is one of the greatest prophets in the Old Testament, is supposed to return at some point, and that's supposed to herald a big change or whatever. Well, Jesus' disciples were struggling with this in a couple ways. They'd just been up on the mountain at the Transfiguration, seen Elijah, but then also the scribes were saying, presumably to question Jesus, well, Elijah's not back yet. Who are you? You're saying you're the Son of Man or Son of God or Messiah or whatever. Where's the foreseen sign of Elijah showing up? And in that chapter, Jesus tells them Elijah did show up. He's John the Baptist. All right. So John the Baptist came out of the wilderness with honey, locust dipped in honey, and also camel skin, which is how Elijah dressed. And remember, Elijah, when he left, went up in that chariot of fire, went out into the wilderness and left. John the Baptist came from the wilderness, came back, started proclaiming the word of the Lord like a prophet. There we go. Long story short, that's what they're talking about. The actual rubber meeting the road here is that we don't know. There was Elijah, there was Elijah on the Transfiguration mountain, there was John the Baptist, who was Elijah too, like sequel, right? All of those could have been Elijah. Two of them could have been Elijah coming back. All we know is our reading of signs is imperfect. We don't understand. Here's what ended up being perfect when we didn't understand. Jesus died and rose for us. He loved us, gave us infinite grace, connected us with God, God's Spirit, gave us eternal life. Those things are sure. Everything else that we read into that is kind of like going on a trip to Disneyland and not sure if you're reading the signs on the way, but as long as you get there, it doesn't matter if you misread a sign or two. The point is the journey and eventually where it's going. That's what we say. So maybe worry less about Elijah in this and a little more about the salvation that Jesus Christ brings.
All right. Well, if you have your own question, we have an email.
pastor@sov-id.org.
Check us out also on all of our social medias at SOV Boise. We will see you next week for our next video.
Awesome.